This is Sunday, May the 7th, 2023, and apples are really showing out. These are the original apples for this tree, which are Molly's Delicious apples. Molly Delicious, they are. Quite literally on every branch. And then next to them I have grafted a few years back these, this is in 2019 graft, these Gala apples, and the same thing with them. They're on this Molly tree, and actually that is Molly apples hanging down here. These are Gala apples getting started here, and over here we have some Jersey Macs. These were grafted in 2019 also. Jersey Mac apples going on. Quite a few of them all over there. Got some grafts that aren't producing yet, such as this Collie right here. It's a little bit later type apple. And also this Red Bitingheimer and Hawaii. None of them are producing yet. And looks like neither is the Wolf River, which is just a 2021 graft. So it takes a few years for them to produce after you graft them. Got to have a little bit of patience. And these are even more Molly Delicious. We have some Arkansas Blacks going on here. These are a keeper apple. You pick them late in the season and put them in storage for a while before they actually come to their full flavor and sweetness, and you can have apples when the season for most apples are gone. Actually, let's see, is this Hawaii? Yeah, I do have some Hawaii apples. Now, these are called Hawaiis. They're supposedly, some people say they don't taste it. Some people say they taste a little bit of a pineapple flavor in that. Probably just a tartness. I don't know. But I guess that's the first year for them. And sometimes on your first year after a graft, the first season of production, you don't get the full flavor, or they may drop most of the apples. And so you can't be disappointed by that if you're doing grafting and raising fruit. So actually that wasn't Arkansas Black a while ago. That's Braeburn. The Arkansas Black has struggled. You see here where this graft, after a couple years, this graft actually failed. This one is struggling. Arkansas Black may not be a good one for our area. I was mistaken. I had them mixed up. This is the apples I showed you are actually Braeburn. They were grafted in 19. Above me, and they still haven't produced ever, so I'm not sure about them, but grafted in I believe 19. These are Fuji Reds on this branch up here. They have not produced, so I'm not sure what I'll do with that. They may or may not get to stay here. And I believe that's a graft right there, and I don't have a tag on this thing. I'll have to go back and look at some of the videos and make sure about this one. Nevertheless, it doesn't have any apples on it right now. Let's get past the pears. We'll do that in a different video. We do have a few. On this little apple tree, Nanthalia limber twig. Let's see. Nothing on that. That was a 21 graft. 2021. And Wixon Crab was a 2020 graft. Wixon Crab apples. You can see them right there. Supposed to be a crab that is, from what I've read anyway, can be used as an eating apple. A little bit bigger and sweeter than some of your crabs. A lot of people, when they hear crab apple, they're like, yuck. The Granny Smith, I don't guess is producing either for me. It's been several years since that graft. That's a 2019 graft. Never gotten an apple. It had some blooms. I don't know if it's a pollination problem. But this Wixon crab should, reason why it's on here is it should help pollinate almost any of the other varieties. The crab apple in it. This low hanging branch here with some apples on it, and they're looking pretty nice, hope they all hang on, is Ozark Gold. That's a 2019 graft. So you can see the trend here where, you know, what's that, 5 years, 4 or 5 years. I don't do any spraying or anything like that. They get put on here, and that's, you know, the extent of their care. So I want to have something that'll grow with as little input as possible. Honeycrisp 2019 graft. It's been here, but it hasn't really grown. Put on a lot of, it's not very vigorous, and it has never produced. I don't even think I've ever gotten flowers on that. And so some of these I'll give them a little bit more time, and then so we've got Honey Gold on this branch here, and I thought it had some flowers. I don't see any apples. 2019 graft. Black limber twig from 2020. Now it has started putting on. Last year it had flowers, but didn't really get any fruit. This year it's got a few fruits on it. Black limber twig. Glad to see that. My Levering limber twig from 2021 graft. It doesn't have any fruit on it. So what's this one? This is Victoria limber twig from, well, I can't talk straight. Limber tig. This is my limber tig, Victoria limber tig from 21. Of course, it doesn't have any fruit. You can see the graft union there, but they're growing pretty vigorously, so they should be okay. The Red Royal limber twig, 2020 graft. So hoping some of these limber twigs, I'll see more fruit on them next season. But like I said, you've got to be a little bit patient on doing some of this stuff. So all them grafts on that little tree. I had another couple apple trees that did not make it this season. Last several years have been kind of crazy on my trees, but I'll go through my pears at another time. But that's my apples. Hope y'all enjoyed it.